Hello everyone, we are from Group F. Today we want to presenting our topic is about teaching writing with technology. Our group consists of Desrama Krismata Sinda 071, Agustina Vita Mahardika 072, Agatha Putri Rastania 073, Salma Soraya 074, Helena Alba Vanessa 075. The next topic will be presented by my friends.
Writing skill becomes increasingly important nowadays since information exchange becomes one of humans' needs. A bunch of information can be obtained through pieces of writing by means of internet. Thus, English writing proficiency becomes one of the requirements of globalization era when information exchange among countries in the world is conducted in the interaction of written forms. Tide in 1989 states that writing is a method of expressing ideas about any subject content. And Maggie Sokolik in 2003 defines writing as the physical act in the way that students should commit words or idea into some medium, and as the mental act in the way that students should also organize and arrange the idea in the mental process. From the point of purpose, writing is both to express idea or opinion and also to serve to impress the readers. Next. And then approaches to second language writing have focuses on three main areas by Hyland in 2009. The first, the actual piece of writing produced by the learner, which concentrates on the language use and organization of ideas. The second focuses to process learners undertake to produce a piece of writing. And the third focuses on how the writer engages with audience in social context. Learners need to combine all three approaches together in order to become proficient writers, and the approaches also tend to overlap.
The table activities of three approaches. So this is the following table explain the goal, focus, and type of activities of all three approaches. Based on those three approaches, writing can be divided into such part as product, process, and social practice. First, the goal of writing as product is produce new script. The goal of writing as process can be brainstorming, outlining, drafting, reviewing, revising, and editing. The goal of writing as social practice is adjust writing with the target readers. Second, focus. Writing as product is on the language use and the organization of ideas. And focus of writing as process is on the process of writing. And focus of writing as social practice is on the social purpose of the writing. And the last one is the type of activities. In this case, analyzing the language and organization of text model is the writing as product. And the writing as process is getting students go through some step of producing a good composition. And the type of activities of writing as social practice is analyzing genre to give students a sense of expectation of readers in particular context. Next, how does technology help English as foreign language students write? we have two approaches. There are product approach and process approach. OWL, or Online Writing Lab, has been around to help writers produce pieces of composition in any form. One of the most well-known is the Purdue University OWL, which has been in existence since 1995. Some of the useful materials that are provided include exercise on spelling, punctuation, sentence structure, vocabulary, and summarizing or paraphrasing. There are also frameworks which help the learner with the organization of genres. One way to introduce the OWL to a class might be to get them to explore and evaluate the resources. And the second one is process approach. Process approach gets students to brainstorm ideas, make outline, draft text, then ask others to read and comment, and at the end, they can edit and revise the content. The editing and revising are repeated until the writers produce the expected result. To help teachers and students to go through this process, countless of papers are used until reaching the final version of the writing. In this modern era, we can utilize technology in order to get assignment done paperless. Next.
This is the table explain how these apps can be used, particularly in teaching writing. To support educators all over the world, in last 6 years or so, as part of its Google for Education program, Google has released some applications which can be used by teachers to enhance their technology-based teaching and learning. These include Gmail, Google Doc, Google Drive, Google Sheet, Google Talk, Google Classroom, and many others. As we can see from this table, there are brainstorming like Google Search, Google Scholar, and Google Drive, and some other tools like Padlet, Bubble.app, Bubble.us, and Poplet. For outlining process, there are Google Slides and Google Form, and for some other tools, there are readwriting.com and Twitter. For drafting process, we have Google Docs, and some other tools are OneNote and Evernote. For reviewing process, we have comment feature on Google Docs, Google Classroom, and for some other tools, Forum in LMS, Blogspot, Wattpad, and Kaizena. And for revising and editing process, we have Spelling and Grammar Checker, and for some other tools like Grammarly and Turnitin. This is Google App Essentials. As we can see, Gmail, Drive, and then Google Drive, Google Docs, and then the apps. Google Apps Mail is Gmail under your school domain, and Google Drive allows you to store files and create Google Docs. Next slide.
So here is several stages in Google application. Stage 1, setting up and registering a Google account. The first important thing you need to do is that you must have a Google account or Gmail. This is like a key to access all Google applications. Once you have a Google account, you can access and use all Google applications on your smartphone or tablet. Stage 2, using Google Search, Google Scholar, and Google Drive to locate and store references. Google Search will help learners find the information related to the topic they are writing. Google Scholar will help learners obtain resources from scholarly journals, and Google Drive will help students save lots of files, and the file will remain exist as long as they keep the account. Stage 3, using Google Slides and Google Form to make an outline. Google Slides helps learners to jot down important parts of the composition, which they will develop into a piece of writing. Teachers can also help students by providing guiding or prompt question to students using Google Form. Then the teachers can give feedback for their submitted outline to the development of ideas. Stage 4, drafting using Google Docs. Google Doc will automatically save the writing in every 2 seconds, so the students do not need to worry of losing any files. Students can also collaborate with their friends by inviting collaborators to the file, and they can get the writing done together without having to send multiple emails back and forth. Stage 5, reviewing using Google Classroom or comment feature on Google Docs. Google Classroom is a handy application that can be used by teacher to manage his or her class online. This is like a virtual class where teachers can communicate with the students online. The teacher can provide suggestion and feedback on students' writing. The students can see the feedback immediately. And then the last stage is revising and editing using Google Docs. After students receive feedback from their friends, they can start revising and editing online. Their studies support the ideas that peer editing or peer feedback provide a significant point in improving students' writing quality. So this is the end of our PPT. For the simulation will be presented by Sinda. Thank you.
Hey guys, and now I'm going to show you kind of tutorial to use Google Sites. First thing first, your device needs to be connected with internet. Then you can open any browser such as Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, and etc. And here I'm using Microsoft Edge. Then you may type in this bar Google Sites, and you will find these kind of lists, and you may click the first one here. For those who hasn't signed in, you may sign in first. And after you successfully sign in, you may shown with this window. There are several parts, but I'm going to focus on this part, which is template gallery. This information here provides you with many templates related to your interests. There's personal, work, small business, education. Since we're going to make an educational site, we choose this topic, the first one on this list. After clicking it, the site itself already prepared with arrangements like this. So you just need to add some information. Like in here, you may change into your class name, let's say for Europe. And in here, you can type the class you're going to lecture. Let's say English class tutorial. Then you may look on the right side here. On the right side, there's a home bar that provides you helping menus. The first one is text box. Text box is used, or you may use this when you need to add more information. So this one is used for this. You may add some information on this box. And then for image, if you want to give detailed information or an illustration, you may upload an image. And if you're going to connect your image with link, you can use this menu, embed. Meanwhile, this drive logo serves you with uploaded file in it. And then below is layouts. Layout, you can also use this layout to make your site more interesting. So if you're going to put more information, you may add this kind of layout. This collapsible text is used for adding new subtopics, so there is a caption and an information in the box below it. So something like subtopics. And then for the table of contents, to list your topics and subtopics included. Yes. Something like this. And for image carousel, to provide you more image without consuming lots of place. So you may add 2 or more pictures using image carousel. And button here, button is used to link button, so you can name the button with a website or schedule or newsletter. And in the placeholder, you may use this to put an image as well. Moreover, you can use this as a bookmark. So placeholder, yeah, can use this to upload image, something like that. But you can use this also to a bookmark, as a bookmark, sorry. And then YouTube logo here is used to link a video uploaded on YouTube, and if you click the thumbnail, you will directly go to this video site. You may put the link of the video here, and then your students will easily click the thumbnail and you will go to the videos on YouTube. And then calendar, map, docs, slides, sheets, forms, and charts. You may use these items, and it's functional as its name. After you have done, organized, and decorate your site, you may publish this by clicking this button, which is publish in the upside right here. You can name the web address here. Maybe you can use your name class, and also you can manage everyone who can see this, and then you can click publish. And after you click publish, your website is ready to use. Here's my website. I also provided I also provided a material here, which is English tutorial class. There's a class overview, like what you're going to learn and what you're going to lecture. Then some pictures to make it more interesting, and about me, the teachers. And then this one is the material. So the first class, I'm going to lecture or teach speaking class. I add new layout here. And then I also provide you with a video and give you the first assignment. And this video will help you to find a topic that is suitable for you. Okay guys, that is the tutorial for making Google site. I hope you can you can get the lesson, and then you may try. Thank you and good luck.